Now, let's talk about why women cheat. Because a woman really needs a reason to cheat versus a man doesn't necessarily need a reason. So, I want to bring up a very valid point that the woman will mirror the man because you are the leader in the relationship. So I always follow the direction of the guy to see and gauge how loyal I'm going to be because if he's really loyal to me, I'm going to reciprocate that. I'm a very reciprocal kind of person. So basically, I just follow the man's lead. It's like a dance, right? So here's what happened to me a few years back. Now, I was dating a guy and we were living together. And I found out that he was on dating apps and talking to exes, which I would consider an open door. Okay, so now that he's opened the door wide open, rather than confront him on it because I knew he was just going to deny it anyways, I said, okay, since you've opened the door, I'm just going to go ahead and walk through it and see what else is out there. So I then jumped on dating apps and I started going out with people as well. And I didn't sleep with anyone. I just went on dates, lunches, dinners, whatever. And I just wanted to kind of feel my options out because clearly he told me through his actions that we now have an open relationship. So then when he found out I was having, dinners and lunches with other guys, he was like, the audacity. I mean, do you feel guilty that you cheated on me? And I said, no, I don't feel guilty at all. As a matter of fact, I feel like I did the right thing because you opened the door. That was your choice. If you would have kept the door shut, I would have remained loyal to you. But I will not be loyal to someone who's not loyal to me. So I just want this to be a lesson for the guys out there because there's a lot of guys, and listen, we lived in this, 10,000 square foot mansion and, he was a great provider. And a lot of guys think, oh, well, since I have all this money and I'm a multimillionaire and all these women want to sleep with me, that there's this double standard that they can sleep around or date whoever they want, and I'm just supposed to stay at home and wait around for them. No, sir. You know what? Both of us can play that game because guess what? I'm beautiful. I got a lot of people who want to sleep with me too. So I don't think that's a game you want to play with me, sir.
Yeah. I know them all too well, man. Listen up. Look, real quick, man. When you're dealing with a woman like this who's attractive on the outside, but emotionally volatile on the inside, you better understand the landscape here. You better understand clearly. A woman like this isn't interested in being a wife. All right. She's playing leverage here. This is the type of woman that watches everything you do, waiting for you to slip up so she can justify stepping out without feeling guilt. Now, she calls it mirroring, but let's keep it 100. It's just retaliation. She's not following your lead either. Even though she said, oh, yeah, I follow his lead. She's not following your lead, man. Here's where I think most men that are able to acquire a woman like this is where they get trapped. I think that you guys start chasing her. And you start over-explaining your feelings. And you think by doing everything she wants that she'll love you the way you want her to. Nah, bro, that's not it. Comfort is what women seek in their children. Disruption is what they secretly crave from us. And although you'll have a lot of women that say, nah, I don't believe that. No, I want tranquility, peace. Listen, it's far and few women today that want men that are boring and predictable. And if you don't know how to walk into a room and shift that balance by making her question who actually holds the power, you'll spend your entire life in space circling around women you secretly fear to lose. We hear it all the time and we see it all the time that power is perception. And the man who controls how he's perceived, he controls the room. And it's not with what he looks like, okay? I think it's more about his stillness. Do you understand what I mean by that? When I say his stillness, with his distance, but with a sense of confidence. This woman right here, she needs unpredictability. She needs mystery, discipline. That's what would separate you from every other guy who folds when she pulls back. You know what I'm talking about when a woman pulls back, especially like when you guys first meet. Confidence isn't about just looking good and smiling and nah, man. It's not about how you dress now. It's about being unfazed. It's about letting your silence do the talking, making her wonder what you're really thinking. Don't show up to win her over. That's the worst thing you can do. When you show up, you got to show up to measure her value, make her understand that. Don't ever chase her. Don't ever entertain her mental games, man. That's the man she respects, the one who doesn't do that. That's the man that she fears losing. That's the man that she never sees coming. Be that guy. Don't be these men in the comments. You got to just take a look. Let me show you the comments real quick. Don't be these guys. You know, I feel that real men and real women don't cheat. Come on, bro. Any man that leads a paragraph with "I feel" doesn't know a damn thing. Dude is all in his feelings. If you feel something, you don't know it to be true. You're emotional. Now, these are the simps that I'm talking about. These are all the simps. You know, you seem to be a good person. Shut up. How do you know? Who in their right mind will cheat on this woman? Come on, man. This is what destroyed the game for decades. Simps like this. Destroying the game for everybody, making these women feel entitled, empowered. I can go on, but you know what? I'll link her back to her profile, and you can find her in the description. Whether I agree with her or not, which I don't, but I think this is part of the problem. And this is why women like her will reciprocate the same energy a man does. And she'll go out and she'll seek other men when things aren't going her way until she reaches a certain age, because it doesn't last forever, right? This sense of entitlement doesn't last forever. There's an expiration date, and that expiration date starts hitting in your mid to late 30s. Okay? And then she wonder why she's single. She'll wonder why she's not married yet. Anyway, with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one.